whenever I get involved in personal ads, I get a lot of attention. Depending on what kind of site, sometimes more attention than I can even handle or want, you know. Because I post real pictures, and I know how to be clever in my description, you know. And it's extremely flattering. When guys I most definitely think are attractive, hot, whatever, you know, feel the same way about me. I never write to anyone first. Any guy, I always wait till they write to me. You're right. I appease him sometimes, like I told you, just to get him to go to sleep. I feed him just a little bit in the middle of the night, like I did right now. 3. Why don't you go to sleep? I'll be going to sleep soon. Let me set up the bed. Oh, Momma to set up the bed, Omar. I keep my ads up and running. But I can't, you know, under the circumstances, I really can't meet with any guy. That's why none of it is like real to me. The only thing real to me is this YouTube shit, because this YouTube shit, I don't hold back. You guys get me. Good, bad, everything in between. The saying goes, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You guys get it all. So ideally, I would meet a guy I liked who knew me via YouTube. But then that, I don't know, it's just... And that guy knows too much about me. And look what happened with Foot Guy. I keep going back to that because it blows my mind that that happened. Blows my mind. Blows my mind, Omar. fact is, there are a lot of guys that, you know, I can tell you from experience, I've been doing this off and on for a long time. I wasn't in monogamous relationships. A lot of guys who, they might think they're attracted to you physically, and they might think, you know, this or that won't bother them, but when push comes to shove, they're kidding themselves. What the hell? Get out of there. It's just a fucking tag, Omar. Just a fucking tag. Just a fucking tag. Static cling. Static cling, Omar. Static cling. I didn't drink. I only drank a tiny little bit, 4 ounces. I was gonna drink. I planned to drink, and then I got caught up in other shit. Didn't drink. Tomorrow's another day. But that's my favorite thing to say. Tomorrow's another day. Favorite thing. Oh, God. So many people outright lie on personal ads and whatnot, and lots of people, because sometimes people will write, you know, I don't want to just be online. There are a lot of people of both genders who get involved in this shit, but they don't really ever want to meet anybody in person. They want to, and then so sometimes there are men who will say, you know, if you're not interested, I mean, I don't want to do just online or chatting back and forth and whatnot. So anyway, I don't feel, it's all a fucking game anyway. I don't feel guilty that I keep these ads up and running when I'm just in no emotional state. I'm not in the proper, I'm not at a good place to go and meet anybody. I was all ready to go to that photographer's, to at least, you know, to meet him. And then, fuck, I ruined everything. My friend was so funny. How do you know he didn't just grow a beard and mustache because he saw your videos and knew it upset you that? Because I don't ever feel like I'm so important someone's going to change their life like that. So he had a full, it didn't just take a short amount of time for him to grow that thing. And because I don't feel like I'm so important that someone's got to do that. They're going to change their whole look just to fuck with me. You know, that's why I don't feel that way. And I don't think she would feel that way either if she heard him just talking so, just, he loves having the beard, and people praise him because some people's beards don't grow in good, and his grew in good, yeah. he should watch the stupid thing I saw in the think tank. I didn't watch it, but I saw it. I saw the title that your beard has more germs than a toilet. Another one was what do women really think of men's facial hair? A lot of women like it. I know that, even though I didn't watch that particular think tank. Think tank's cool, but me being insatiably curious, I could get obsessed with think tank, and it was starting to give me a headache. The sex stuff's cool. Videos they have regarding different aspects of human sexuality is cool. But that's because that kind of shit interests me, you know. Always has. Right, Omar? How are you doing? Huh? We went out in the pouring rain yesterday, but it was warm out. It was in the 50s, so I'm not worried about that. Not worried about us getting sick. You going to the cupboard? I'm not going under. Yeah, you're going to by yourself. Oh, you're going to. Oh. Under the covers? Huh? He slept earlier. I don't know if he's asleep now. That's what I get for staying up, huh? I speak the truth, you know. If I had it in me, I could be going on, you know, what you do for when you're meeting someone for the first, you meet at a coffee shop, you go on coffee dates, or you meet for a drink. I could be doing that all the time. That's how, I mean, I get enough offers from, and I mean, I'm not super high for a lot of them. Some of them I am. There are some younger than me, older than me. I don't generally find bald men attractive, but some I do. I've got some attractive bald men right to me. Some bald men are hot. I thought the guy on bald African-American guy on My Diet's Better Than Yours is hot. I've seen other African-American bald guys who were hot. They were hot. It's funny because a lot of times people assume if you don't write back to them, it's because you're not physically attracted or not interested or whatnot. And in my case, when I am interested, it scares me more, you know. It's like, can't win. But I could if I just did it. But I can't. And I would talk to my therapist about how am I supposed to do normal dating. I can't, you know. it's impossible under the circumstances. Walking on the blanket and he touched my finger with its nose and he got a shock. I wonder what they're going to find out when they finish conducting their research on why that crane fell down like that. What do you think, Omar? Oh, anyway, what I was going to say, some of these men probably, and they don't hear back from me. And a lot of times it is the case I'm not interested. But I don't write back to men I am, to whom, you know, in whom I am interested, you know. Omar, stop it! That's why you're getting shocks. You're walking on the blankets and you're touching my bare skin and I'm feeling the shock too. Why don't you just go to bed? Huh? Huh? Getting shocked. It's not good. That's kind of fucked, huh? I'm just thinking, like, there are men who write to me. I mean, obviously, it's just like anyone who gets involved in personal ads. Most of the people who write to you, you're not interested in, you know, but I do. Often enough get guys that are, you know, pleasant enough that I find that under different circumstances I would write to them and maybe we would wind up meeting for coffee or something. Can't do it. I don't know. Thought for sure, so did Mary, the church woman, that my aunt would get back from vacation and want to go see my mom, want to meet with her doctors and see what was going on. Doesn't. She does not. Yet another thing to upset me, peeps. another thing that nothing I can do about it. Oh shit! Oh, Mom, I'm sorry, honey. I'm all upset about my mom, people. I missed Omar's birthday. Omar's birthday was yesterday. Your birthday was yesterday, Omar. I'm so sorry. I've never forgotten his birthday, ever. A couple of years ago, my mom was locked up in the nut house on Omar's birthday. Last year she wasn't. 2 years ago she was. Birthday. Mama forgot your birthday. I forgot your birthday. Omar turned 9 yesterday. Omar turned 9. I forgot your birthday and I didn't make you a steak. I don't have any steak. I don't even go to the store to eat meat. Things would be different if Grandma was here. She would have been grocery shopping and bought you a steak. Or something good. I'll make you birthday broccoli later on today. Forgot your birthday. Mama forgot your birthday. You don't know what's your birthday. You don't know anything. You don't know that the average lifespan for a pug, you've already passed it, the lower end. Average lifespan is 8 to 12 years. You don't know that. Right? You don't know if you're ever going to see Grandma again. You don't know that you're a lot older than me. When you were 8, you weren't that much older than me. Now you're a lot older than Mama. You're a lot older than Mama. A lot older. A lot older than Mama. Mama's sad. Mama's sad, Omar. Mama's always sad. Oh. Mama's always sad. All alone on Valentine's Day. That's okay, I don't care. My poor sick mom's in the hospital. I'd rather be sitting freely here than locked the fuck up in there. Shit. Existence is too painful, Omar. Too painful for Mama. Too painful. Poor Grandma Omar. I'll go to bed and you'll wake me up like soon. Yeah, I do people from time to time. In between all the ones I'm not interested in, I do get decent responses to my personal life. I do. I go right back to them. When I say decent, yeah, I'm flattered when the younger guys in their 20s, you know, every once in a while I get hot younger guys who write to me and say flattering things. They flatter me, but in general there are guys who, you know, I might not be completely, totally, like, into what they look like, but they're pleasant enough looking, and then I like their profiles, you know. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm flattered as hell by the younger guys who pay attention to me and say nice things and whatnot. But they're not generally the ones that interest me. Depends. Fact is, I don't rate any of them anyway. Always seems to be. I mean, all those the months we're doing the court shit, that was a bad time. It hasn't been that many months since that ended. And I was, you know, it took quite some time before I wound up actually finally meeting, hooking up with the foot guy, you know, so I was concentrating on him. I don't know. In the end, it simply boils down to fear. And there's no other way to put it. There's no way around it. It boils down to fear on my part. And the thing is, if I meet a guy for coffee or for a drink or whatnot, you know, there's no... I'm perfectly safe. That's why they always say, you first meeting, you meet in public place, you know. I'm perfectly safe. It's not about me not feeling safe. It's just about feeling nervous and awkward and not knowing what to say, and I don't know. But some guys will let you have their, you could talk to them on the phone for a while before you have your first meeting. But other guys just don't want to do that. They just want to meet you in person and that's it. See if there's anything there, any chemistry or whatnot. I'm not leaving my phone on anymore. The fact is that Auntie's the healthcare proxy. I'm merely the alternate. And if it was an emergency and she had to reach me, if she doesn't live that far from here, she could simply come here and pound on the fucking door. And believe me, I would wake up. Because even if I didn't hear anyone pound on the door, which I know that I would, airplanes are good, but they're not that good, that they're going to outrun like a doorbell or people pounding on the door or something. And Omar would get all like agitated and bark too. So I'm not under any obligation anymore to keep my phone on now that Auntie's back. You wonder what prompted this video. I was busy. I sometimes ignore my personal ads when I was busy. Checking them out, seeing what's going on with them. Seeing what kind of messages I've received and whatnot. I can't believe I missed Omar's birthday! I missed his birthday. And the thing is, I've been thinking, oh, Omar's birthday's coming up, Omar's birthday's coming up. But when I was thinking about Omar's birthday's coming up was when my mom was here, and I could say to her, Omar's birthday is February 16th, 2 days after Valentine's Day. He's going to be 9. See? And I just totally forgot. Totally forgot. 100%. I forgot it was your birthday yesterday, Omar. It's your birthday. I forgot. Happy birthday, Omar. I'll make him some broccoli today. Oh, actually, I also wanted to Wednesday. I bought a can of squash. I need to cook that before it goes bad, so I'll cook that up and give him some of that too. Sorry, Omar. This woman who's gotten famous on Instagram for smushing her face into bread. I saw that. Talked about that on a think tank video. Takes all kinds, I guess. So yeah, I could say to myself, well, will it kill you to go meet one of these guys for coffee or whatnot? No, it won't kill me, but especially under circumstances of it being, you know, such horrible weather, the middle of winter and whatnot, it just, and my mom in the hospital, and I accidentally put this doesn't go on your neck, like up here, that's like perfume, I always forget though. It's down here in the armpits and on the bottoms of the feet. Anyway, yeah, no, it wouldn't kill me, and I could just do it and not care, but I'm less inclined to do it being in the middle of winter, you know. It being in the middle of winter and my mom, everything going on with my mom, all the bad shit. And he's like, you know the drill. It's the same shit, different day. They'll keep him in a month, and if she doesn't, not better, they'll come at her. Yeah, well, your timetable's a little different than mine. In my memory, Auntie, it's not a month, it's 3 weeks. I know that in the past it was, at least that last time, was 3 weeks. I don't know. Maybe every hospital is different, or I thought it was I always thought it was 3 weeks, and then the insurance won't pay anymore, and it's 3 weeks that they have to decide, not a month. But either Auntie's wrong, or I'm wrong, or different hospitals have different policies. I don't know. The bottom line is it's how long a person's insurance was willing to pay. I was really sure it was. That's what I've always had in my head. It's 3 weeks. She's not doing good. And when I say not doing good, I am not exaggerating. Cream. Putting this night cream on. Some I got from Vitacost. It's not the one I got from. It's Resveratrol Wrinkle Smoothing Cream. CSI. Cosmeceutical Sciences Institute. I don't know. Oh, it's not the one I've been using. It's a different one I got. The one I've been using is Andalou Naturals Fruit Stem Cell Science Resveratrol Q10 Night Repair Cream. That other one was the one I got too. I don't know if it does any good, but it can't hurt, right? I know for a woman my age, it does some good to use these creams. How much good? The verdict's still out on that one, but it's better than not using them. Right, Omar? I know that's facts, better than not using them. They do clinical studies, and it does do good. It's just, it's not a magic cure or anything. It's not magic. It doesn't make your nothing. They'll always say that nothing will make wrinkles go away because it's just creams. Only major or minor plastic surgery or dermabrasion or whatever, laser. I know these creams. I know they help. I didn't do before or after. I'm not noticed. But I know that they do. They do studies, and I know that they help at least a little bit. What helps more, of course, is drinking a shitload of water and trying to eat as healthy as you can. Limiting your alcohol consumption, not smoking cigarettes. That woman in that photo that went viral on YouTube, the African American woman, you can't tell she's 35 and her daughters are 16. You can't tell who's who. You can't tell who's the mother and who's the daughter. And she credits looking so youthful to drinking a shitload of water every day. So she said, I drink tons of water, lots of water. You want to go into the cabinet? You want to go in there? If Mama's lucky, she'll get to sleep later. You just won't wake up. You want to go to the cabinet? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go in there. Go on, go in there. Go in there. Go in there. Alright, I'm going to go to bed. I was just feeling wistful. I don't know. I was just looking at my personal ads. My responses I haven't looked at. Of course, when I get responses from men who are actually halfway interesting, to whom I'm halfway attracted, then I'm going to feel like, You know, just weird. It's all just sucks. All sucks. All sucks. All sucks. My mom started singing the West Side Story somewhere, that song. I call her today. I'm going to write down the lyrics and I'll be the first. I'll start singing the song. Music calms her. She had the in between her rambling, she had the wherewithal to say music calms her. I know. Music helps a lot of people therapeutically. And it's a very short song, you know. It's not like it's not like she started singing, I don't know, another song she loves, Making Love Out of Nothing at All, Air Supply. That would be a really, really long song. Somewhere is so short. I'll sing it for her. I'll start singing and she'll probably join in. Maybe we can sing it together when I next go with the church woman to visit my mom. My mom and I can sing the song. If you're wondering why I'm shaking back and forth, what I'm saying in my head, this is what I mean by you guys get the good, the bad, and the ugly. You get the real me. This is the only time that so I see this is the only real thing compared to like the personal ads I'm involved in, you know. Not that YouTube is real life, but it's certainly for me, for my and how I engage in YouTube and online and whatnot. It's more real life than anything that goes on with me and personal ads, you know. That's why those are kind of a joke to me. And I keep them up and running for the ego boost. Because I do get ego boosts from time to time. And I know what the guys look like. If they have profile pictures, then I know the person complimented me and you know, it's and if the feeling's mutual, you know, it's an ego boost. It's an ego boost. It doesn't mean anything. The only way I would find the courage, I think, to meet a guy is if he wrote to me and just, whatever he said, doesn't matter, he just blew me away. Something that he said just made it impossible for me to resist him or resist meeting him for coffee. You know what I mean? It hasn't happened, but that's probably the only way I would do it. At least at this point. I've gone backwards in when it comes to my fear. I've regressed backwards into more fear because of what happened with the book guy. And then my mom, that's compounded by my mom being in the friggin' hospital. It's like, why do I want to bother meeting with any guy or whatnot?